there, fellow marketers. Professor Wolters here, and today we're here on the Shetland Islands in northern Scotland. And today what we're going to talk about is actually some of the basics of social media marketing. These are kind of like 6 things you really need to keep in your head when you're developing strategies and what you want to do with your digital marketing footprint, whether it's your social media, your website, things like that, okay? And the first thing you got to really think about is make sure you know your audience. I mean, think about it. You track all these things about your clients, what their likes are, what their dislikes are, the products they buy, what they're searching for, and stuff like that. Collect that information, but don't just collect that information. Use it in order to give your clients or your visitors to your website a better tailored experience. So if I see people keep watching videos on our channel about making YouTube videos, well, you know what? I should make more videos on making YouTube videos versus something else. Like, take that information and do something with it, because all that information helps you better understand your clients and their wants and needs, and therefore you can deliver a better online experience for them. And that includes, knowing what platforms they like to use. Like, do they like Instagram or Facebook, or are they stuck in MySpace time from 20 years ago? These kind of things you really got to be thinking about. And that leads into the second kind of principle you got to remember, and that is stick to your strategy. What this means is make sure you're developing a social media marketing plan. And basically what this does is it tells, what platforms you're going to use, what kind of voice you're going to use in it, when are you going to post, things like that, so people can kind of understand what you're doing. Because think about it. If you follow a YouTube channel, you follow them because they talk about one certain topic. The thing is, if you follow a comedy channel and then they start talking about food or politics, you're like, no, I came for comedy, not this other stuff. What's going on here? That loses people. You want to stay focused on your strategy. And so you stick to that plan, so therefore people can kind of identify and know what they're going to get with your online presence, okay? And the thing is when you're having all these different presences, like we're on Twitter, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we have a website, all this kind of stuff, the next thing you need to make sure you're doing is coordinating your messaging, okay? Make sure you're sending the same message on all your different platforms, because if you're super funny on one platform and super serious on another platform, and then kind of something else on another one, no one really knows if it's the right people. Like, who am I talking to? Am I talking to the serious person or the silly person? Which one is it? Have that consistent messaging across platforms so people feel like they're talking to the same person or the same brand across all the different platforms. So Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and stuff like that. So that means sometimes you're posting similar posts or the same posts, similar images, similar branding and things like that. So people don't go, is that the official site or is that like a fan site? Which one is that? Oh, it's the same picture, it's the same setup. It has that stuff on there, on their Twitter feed and their Instagram feed. Okay, now I got it. All right. Because that consistency is really important for people to identify and latch on to your brand and know that it's your brand and not someone else. Because you do not want to have confused customers, because confused customers, they walk out the door. Now, my next thing for you is remember, on your social media and on your website, keep it simple and keep it visual. People like to see things. I mean, think about it. If someone puts up a picture, you're more likely to click like on Instagram or like on a Facebook page or a picture or something like that than a post. I mean, go post something on Facebook. You'll see a picture will get a lot more interaction than just you saying, I love my mom, a picture of you and your mom, and that'll get a lot more likes than saying, I love my mom, right? And so think about that. Use visualizations. What's going to help people? Show your product. Show people using your product. Show happy customers, stuff like that. That visual stuff's going to work. Infographics are a great example. I mean, yeah, I could tell you the numbers like, oh, we sold more stuff. But if I show you an infographic showing the growth from 2015 to 16 to 17 and what's going on in our favorite videos at these different times, it's like, ooh, infographic, that's kind of cool. People love that. So make sure you're using that. But in general, the visuals really help, but keeping it simple and to the point is best. Because think about it. People are scrolling through their Instagram quickly. They're scrolling through their Facebook feeds and their Twitter feeds. You got to make it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Stupid, You would do that because then you want people to notice it. That's the visual that's help, and then making it simple, they can grasp it. Now, when they click on it, you can send them to a link to your website that's more complicated and stuff, but the basic kind of things, you want to keep it simple and keep it visual. Now, the next thing you got to make sure you're doing, make sure you're integrating that into your social media strategy is be social, i.e. respond to your customers. I mean, it's called social media because you're supposed to be social going back and forth. So if your clients are talking to you online, talk back to them, comment back to them, answer their questions. They tweet to you, answer their questions there. On Facebook, Facebook makes it tough to see your posts on there. Make sure you make a point to search, visitors post. I mean, I know it takes forever to get to that point, but every so often do check and answer back to people's questions. That's one thing is companies, these small YouTubers and what have grown really, really big. Part of it is because they took the time to answer their clients, okay? Answer their fans, answer their customers. So make sure you're taking the time and you do schedule time. Like, hey, from 3 to 4 each day, I'm responding to consumers online, okay? Do those things out there. You'll see hotels, they'll respond to reviewers online on TripAdvisor and stuff like that to kind of help people out. And by doing that, it shows that, look, I care about what you're saying, customer that's posting review or customer that's written to us or potential customer that might want to stay with us. Hey, I'm answering you, and that's going to build a better relationship with them. Because think about it, when you have a back and forth, talk, that's the beginning of a relationship. If you're just talking at someone and they're not answering back, you're like, there's no relationship there. I mean, think about it. Ever dated someone and they don't return your calls? Yeah, that relationship is over. All right, so heads up for that one. And my last basic kind of tip for social media marketing is make sure you focus on quality over quantity. Look, you may want to put out 50 different posts. Don't do that. Put out 5 good posts over 50 crappy posts, okay? Think about it. You want people to see that and go, oh, that's good work. I like that. I want to learn more about that. I don't need 50 emails about something. Give me one good email. So instead of oversending and spamming people and calling them all the time and posting all the time and stuff like that, maybe what you do is in your social media plan, you only post 3 times a week and you post 3 really good ones. The first one is a Motivation Monday. So we talk about people that have been successful with our products and you can be successful with it too. And on Throwback Thursday, we talk about our old products and talk about how people were successful years ago. And then Future Friday, how we could help you and your business. And you really focus on really good content, good quality content. That's going to be much more effective because having one video on YouTube that goes to 1 million views is way better than having 100 videos that goes to like 1,000 each. You're like, yeah, that's a lot of posts, but people aren't really liking it because it's more spammy than anything. So make sure you're making good quality content that you're putting out there because it's going to represent your brand, represent your social media, and also good content gets people to come back. Spamming content gets people to say unfollow. So I hope that helps you know a few basics of social media marketing. If you want to learn more, hit that subscribe button. We put out all kinds of business videos every week. We have all kinds of stuff on running YouTube channels and all kinds of fun stuff on basics of marketing, more advanced marketing, and all kinds of other fun business topics. Anyway, I wish you all the best. Good luck with your social media marketing. I hope these basics kind of get you on a good path going forward. And we do have more social media marketing videos to help you out. Anyway, if you're studying for an exam, I wish you good luck. If you are just learning about social media marketing, I hope you learned something as well. And I will say bye from here in the Shetland Islands.